the stage. Shoot for that point.
Which point?
The sand on the left.
I want to look at that spreadsheet.
It's pretty impressive.
Don't you have drops per mile, drops between stations? If not, you're not near nerdy enough.
What are you doing?
He's filming. Oh wait, let me put this down.
Too late.
Oh.
I already got you guys passing the punt.
So they moved in the night?
Yeah, Bill said, you bet. We're moving. He woke everybody up, throw your shit in the boat, don't worry about it, just throw it in the boat, let's go, we're going across the river.
There must have been somebody over here while they didn't camp here in the first place.
Bill would be the perfect person
No,
to deal with that.
Bill would,
It's so unflappable,
yeah,
you know?
but he's also so contrary, you know, even if you're, this is a big beach,
Yeah,
be
why
on a
did
single boat trip, he's going to find these little micro beaches when he was, that's just the way Bill was.
The judges?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The judges are like,
they're eating it, yeah.
and you can't tell if they love it or if they hate it, and the person's
Or
like,
even if they're eating it, they're just moving their mouths.
And so that's done. And then now they go, okay, now it's your technical. And they all have the same ingredients and the same recipe under a cloth. And they go, you have 3 hours to, you will be making, and then they'll name some international thing that nobody's ever heard of, some dish. But it's usually baking. It's not always baking though. Sometimes they cook too. Like they'll make a pita bread one time, and then they had to make all these dips for the pita bread. They had to make hummus and baba ganoush, and so anyway, so they give them this recipe, and then they go, and these people are all going, I've never seen one, I've never tasted one, and they just have to follow the directions and make this thing, and they don't even know what it's supposed to turn out like, and they're stressing out. At one point, this one girl started to cry, and she kind of sat down on the ground, and she was just going to give up, and all the other contestants are going, no, just keep going. And that's what's so great is they're nice to each other, even though they're competing. They're all rooting for each other because it's really hard. And so then after they do that one, they go put their dish in the front of the room behind where their photo is facing them, so the judges come in from the other side and they see all these dishes, but they don't know who did which. Mm-hmm. And so then they go through and cut them open and go, well, it's raw inside. You know, and then they'll cut to the person's face, and the person's like, and then they go all down the line, and then they rate them in order from worst to best.
oh, that's awesome.
That's cool. That's cool.
And then they go.
It's okay to give somebody an award, but to rate them from the worst. You're
Yeah.
the worst. Hey, congratulations.
And then the next day, so that was Saturday. And then they go home.
On television as the worst? Like,
Yeah.
And they come
And
back.
people see them and go, hey, I remember you. You were the worst.
Where's Papa
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
they
that
do.
was me.
They'll say this is tasteless, or, you know.
So what happens next?
So then they go home. So that was Saturday. It's every weekend for 12 or 11 weekends. So then they go home. They come back on Sunday, and they have to create their showstopper. And they've already been told the parameters of the showstopper. And the showstopper is they've practiced it the week before. But it's things like make a mobile. Or one was make a chandelier out of bread dough. And you have to use this kind of bread dough, this kind of bread dough, and this kind of bread dough. Or one time they had to make a landscape.
Well,
Or-
Out
to
of what?
me, this is like extreme sports, except about baking.
It's so
Culinary sport.
it's
Culinary
riveting.
Yeah.
It's absolutely riveting, and these people are just so stressed out. Like the showstopper, they usually have 5 hours, and for 5 hours they're putting all these disparate pieces together and decorating it. It's amazing. And then they
each
bring it
other
up,
up
and the judges slam them or
You're doing
praise
great, but you're going to be the
worse.
worst.
And then at the very end, it's just like Survivor. They vote.
You get voted
one
off.
Person
Get voted out of the kitchen. huh?
never comes back.
Oh.
You know, they're out, and one person gets master baker. So one person gets rewarded, just verbally rewarded. They don't get anything. Just you're master baker. You did the best this week. And the
You
other
did the
one,
worst. Get out of the kitchen.
and the other one is you're gone. And so now it's narrowed down to, instead of 12, now it's 11. Then the next week it's 10, then 9. And then at the very end, I wondered how they were going to do it. They do it with 3. They don't get it down to 2 people. They just get it down to the top 3. But then you love these people. You've been with them for 10 weeks. You totally...
10 weeks.
Yeah. Well, it's 10 weekends, so it's 10 shows.
Series.
Yeah, it's a 10 episode series. And so then one person
The
wins.
recipes are probably like going viral.
Oh, it's so fabulous.
Well, I'm going to get up on get in the water and get in the shade. 'Cause it's gonna be an hour of sun.
Well, no, what I mean is cool down for the week.
Oh, for the year.
Yeah, for the year.
Right, I hear you there. Oh.
We were so spoiled by that spring. Oh my God, it went on and on. It was so wonderful.
Spring, glorious spring. What do you say we just kind of loosely tie up to Franklin's?
Kind of what he's done.
Yeah, but you know, maybe I'll just tie.
Don't tie to me. I don't intend to lose it.
Okay, I'll fix it.
Anybody else?
Yep. You want to hand me yours? Franklin?
Sure.
Wire on the ceiling.
Yeah.
And then you know how the fruit comes out first on the lower part of the plant and then it moves up. So as they grow up, eventually they're attached to the wires attached to this thing up there, and then eventually they start moving the wire to the side. So instead of being straight up, it's going like this, so it can get longer and longer. And then as they start picking the fruit on the bottom, they pick that fruit and they cut off those branches because those are not good anymore. And then they start backing off the angle and laying down those stalks that are no longer needed.
Oh wow.
So it's like they're controlling.
It goes like this to
Then
like this
then
to
like that, yeah. And then that way the fruit that's pickable comes down. So it's all this adjusting and picking tomatoes that they actually sell at Whole Foods.
Oh. Franklin, you're in my map. You're in our map.
On the river, just completely emaciated. He hadn't eaten in a long time. He'd eaten bad, like poisonous, icky stuff and everything. And he wasn't in the news for this. And we were really worried about her. They were looking at each other. Well, she looked like she was at least 10 years old.
And then I will talk to you a little bit about biofield tuning and what that is and how it works. And there'll be a little time for questions. And then I will do an abbreviated demo on one lucky volunteer. And just noticing if you can sense anything in the space that surrounds your body. Any heat or density or sensations or lightness. Just taking a little bit longer to explore that space and noticing even the simplest thing as heat or cold. So that space that we were feeling into is called the biofield. It's what we call the biofield. And has anybody heard that term before? Okay, so the biofield, to define it, it is a diffuse magnetic space that surrounds the human body, and it contains electromagnetic substance and subtle energies, and it also contains our life experiences and memories, both conscious and unconscious. So tuning is the second component, and so the tuning aspect of biofield tuning is bringing the healing element of sound, frequency, and vibration into interacting with our biofield. And so in this work, we use instruments, we use tuning forks, like this, to introduce a clear, coherent vibration into the field. When I come into contact with some energy that is connected to stressful events in our life, it will reflect the sound. It will reflect a dissonant sound.
The interaction with the tuning.
The interaction of the sound waves of the fork interacting with the.
And you can personally hear it.
We all can.
And
We're gonna experience it.
Oh,
So there'll
everybody.
be time for
Well,
questions
we
at
won't
the
be
end
able
of
to
the
hear it because
project.
You're
and
saying
so-
the further out in the field is the older stuff.
Yeah, so our field in general is about 5 to 6 feet out and about 2 or 3 feet above our head and 2 or 3 feet below, and it actually it's spherical and it's toroidal in nature. So a toroid is kind of like a donut, and so that energy is it penetrates through us and basically circulates all around us, muted. And so when I comb through the field and I continue to bring this clear, steady, coherent frequency to that area, it will resolve itself. And basically the body will entrain itself to that clear vibration. A coherent, steady vibration, the body is then able to integrate that and digest that information and be more free. How long is your trip? How many days? Yeah. Just planning it in your mind.
No, we got. Oh, I need to know how
She's
many
so
days we have.
so that she can send us the itinerary and go on.
Let me see.
Polar Mountains, get a long track.
Because this is just the topo maps.
Okay, gotcha.
So then you go and you cross this little creek. It'll just be kind of muddy, not much in it. And you go up here, and you're going to have to, get a map and recreate this. But you end up going up this valley called Holt.
We've just been bumping along in our little quiet boats. And then a big "Wah!" comes in to pick us up. And, "Wah!" out into the lake. It's like, ah! She's got potato salad.
salad.
Yeah,
waiting
they
for
will.
us,
A very Mormon family.
very Mormon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they came from, what, Penguin or one of those?
And did they come just to pick you guys up?
That was
That was
nice.
pretty
The
damn
sister,
nice.
one of their. That time Cully was with Lynn.
And Lynn's sister-in-law, or something like that, or sister.
A small drive from Penguin.
Yeah, up to Hall's Crossing. Underwood, the Bullfrog. Hall's Crossing.
That was pretty
That's when they had the ferry going. They haven't had it going.
No, I didn't think so because the lake was getting so weird. So it's like being so like height. You couldn't check out there anymore.
No.
You started checking out at North Wall.
I'm gonna go fiddle with my bedroom. My bedroom is near yours.
Yeah. Yeah. While you're attached to your umbilical cord.
sucking curry out of a plastic bag.
Do we need any more than that?
It's so funny because I feel so guilty. Oh my god. She's gonna leave me. I might. She's gonna fucking leave me. I can't even fucking stand